All right. Welcome there, folks. Hope everybody's week is off to a good start. This is an unusual streaming day. It is a Monday if you're watching this live. That's because today is a federal holiday in the United States. It is also Canadian Thanksgiving, as I understand it, so happy Thanksgiving. Anyone who might be watching from Canada, welcome. Hi there. Welcome, Burninator. Thanks for popping in. Today we are going to try to finish our Catherine Civ7 game. I don't know how long this is going to take, but we're going to try to finish today. One thing I will note is I was played most of this game on the previous patch, which was 1.2.4. I was planning on finishing this game on 1.2.4. Problem was, Steam would not let me do that. Steam refused to launch the game unless I updated it. I tried running it in offline mode. I tried like 2 different workarounds. Steam would not let me start the game unless I updated. So hooray for all that. I love the patching process. That means we're going to be wrapping this up on a different patch. This patch nerfed a whole bunch of things. That's why I didn't want to finish this game on that, but I have no choice. So hooray, we're already off to a great start. Let's hope that this didn't break anything. You can see created by 1.2.4, saved 1.2.4. But we'll see what happens. Hi Darkuno, welcome to you as well. So in addition to us now being on a different patch, that was a very large patch that shifted a lot of things around. In particular, it nerfed a lot of stuff. It nerfed a lot of the stuff involving city-states, but hopefully we're far enough along in this game that it won't end up mattering. The big issue, though, is this patch penalizes you for having more cities, and it penalizes you for having more buildings. So, what is the goal of a civilization game? To found more cities. Well, this game penalizes you for that. What is the goal of a civilization game? To add buildings in your cities. The game now penalizes you for that too. That's why I did not want to play on this patch, but Steam gave me no choice. Steam told me I had to play on this patch, or else the game wouldn't work. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Hooray. So I have no idea what's going to break in this process, but yeah, I am just very, very, very opposed to the changes they made in this patch, which now penalizes you. The better you do, the more you get penalized. Because everything gets more expensive the more cities you have and the more buildings you have. I continue to feel as though the developers of this game do not fundamentally understand this genre. They just, like, don't get it. They're like, every time you try to build something, let's smash whatever you build. Let's tear down anything you build. It's like, that is not the function of a Civ game. The whole point is you're building your nation or empire or whatever you want to call it. The whole point is you're building. And again and again and again and again, they just want to tear down and wreck whatever you build. As I said, they just fundamentally do not understand the genre at all. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. So I'm not anticipating playing much Civ 7 after this. Not that I've been playing a lot of this game to begin with, but I thought I'd give it another try. Has it gotten better? No, it has not gotten better. I mean, I guess the interface is a little bit better, but it really is not much better. Anyway, the other thing I wanted to mention is where I stopped this like a week and a half ago, the last time I played this on stream, I had gotten to the 10-turn countdown at the end of the exploration age. I did play out the rest of that 10-turn countdown. This is before that forced change in the patch. I played out the remainder of the 10 turns. Then I did the era transition. That took like 2 hours to do that. It was so tedious to do. But now we actually are in the modern era. And okay. Yeah, so now we actually are in the modern era. As far as the nation I picked, I ended up picking Mexico. And the reason why I picked Mexico, it wasn't any of their unique buildings or anything like that. It's this. Because the modern era goes by so quickly in Civ 7 that the unique aspects of your modern era Civ don't really matter very much. The only thing that really matters is any innate aspect of your Civ, and that's this. You get there. Mexico's unique effect is in a celebration. This is their only pick, 30% culture for 10 turns, and that's all we care about. So we will just get this, and like Mexico has a unique district. That's in the civics tree. Hold on. They have a unique district that also gives you more culture, but like we're not going to see this. Here we go. The Catedral and the Porta. Wow, yeah, they changed all the yields around on these buildings too. They used to be 5 culture, now they're 9 culture. Changed all the yields around on this. And like, look at this. We get extra happiness too. Anyway. So no, the only thing we need to do in this game, so we're going for a cultural victory. Let me pull up the cultural victory tracker here. I've actually never gotten this cultural victory before, so I might like not understand some of this. By the way, look at this interface, you guys. Look at this interface. Why is there a scroll bar? Why would you design an interface like this? You have the whole screen. You have so much screen space. This is not being used. This is not being used. This is not being used. All of this, like this bar could easily just be replaced with a number. But no, we have a scroll bar here, and then we have to click between multiple things here. Like, could you design a worse interface than this? They're using 10% of the screen's interface to have scroll bars and clicking through here. Like, are you kidding me? How could this be so bad? How could this be so bad? Anyway, so what we have to do is we have to first research natural history civic, and then we train explorers who go out and find artifacts, and we have to get 15 of them, right? We have to get 15 of them, and then we have to build a wonder, because that's how everything happens. Next step, you must research artifacts at any university from the exploration age or museum from the modern age. Okay, the good thing is we built a lot of universities. So hopefully, okay, now they have to wait. This is so needlessly complicated. Okay. So first we build the explorer, then they have to go to universities, and then ruins are revealed from their investigation. Okay, this is so stupid. Like, why is this a victory condition? Hey, you know what was a good cultural victory condition? How about Civ 4? Get 3 cities with 50,000 culture, you win the game. That was pretty straightforward. This game's like, first you have to research this civic, then train explorers, then send them to a university. That will reveal a ruin. Go explore the ruin. Then you will get a relic. Then put the relic in a museum. It's like, what are we doing? This is so stupid. Anyway, so we have to get, we have to then go find these ruins. And then when we have 15 of them, we can build the thing that wins the game. Okay. And we can also get them from events. Anyway. And then we... Again, why am I have to scroll through all this? It's so ridiculous. Anyway. So we have to go find these artifacts or relics or whatever they for. Civ 6's tourism victory condition was not at all straightforward. There was a lot of hidden mechanics under there. But long story short, first we have to research this natural history. And then that lets us get these explorers. And then the other thing we have to do is we have to get to this one. Explorers can research artifacts buried since the Antiquity Age. Gain a free artifact when researching Wait, what? Gain an artifact when researching artifacts? What? Gain an artifact when researching What does that even mean? Gain a free artifact when researching artifacts. Okay. Cool. That definitely makes sense. Anyway, but basically what we have to do is we have to get this. The master... Oh, and here's another thing. Explorers can use the excavate artifacts action on or adjacent to natural wonders. So we can then also get them on natural wonders. Okay. So I saw that and I was like, cool, where are the natural wonders? Does this game tell you where any of the natural wonders are? Wait, is the hex grid on? Hex grid does not appear to be functioning, you guys. Because the yields... Hex grid does not appear to be functioning. Yeah, hex grid is just not working. Great. Okay, cool. So, like, you might be like, okay, great. Where's the natural wonders? Where are the natural wonders? Where? Where are they? There's no search function. So I spent like 10 minutes just scrolling around the map. I found that there's Mount Kilimanjaro here, and then there's Mount Fuji here. If there's any other natural wonders on the map, I couldn't find them. Like, I literally could not find them. So anyway, I did all the era transition nonsense. We have 900 culture per turn, which is like the only thing that matters. We still have a pretty hefty gold income per turn. And we just have to race through the culture tree, basically, as fast. Oh, the other thing is I did is I allied with all of the culture. I already allied with 4 cultural city-states. I'm already in the process of befriending them. So those will all tick up, and then we'll just befriend a whole bunch of other ones. We should have enough influence in another turn or two. I had 3,000 influence at the end of the exploration age. I got to keep 1,000 of it, so yay, I lost 2/3 of it. And I had like 15,000 gold. I was able to keep 10,000 of my 15,000 gold. We're going to use this to rush by explorers. and museums. But you might notice I'm not building anything in any of my cities. That's because I'm going to queue up museums in all of them starting next turn. Because they give culture. Yeah, I'm going to queue up museums next turn in all my cities. So, here we go. Let's get started. This is going to be fun. It's going to be so much fun. All right. Come on, game. Oh, and I had to go through and tell every single unit to like sit in place. Alrighty. We're going to keep these in place for right now. We'll keep all this in place for right now. I need this as long as I'm befriending city-states. And then this 26 gold per turn is better than 18 culture per turn. Besides, we're going to get a celebration in like one turn anyway, and then we'll just slot that in. Alrighty. So we are going to grab this mastery, but in the meantime, this civil engineering policy is like really good, so we're going to take that. And I'll probably take humanism as well, but like let's go ahead and grab this as well. Because that living standards is really, really good. Alrighty. Assume researching, yeah, I mean, any plans to do more Nine Kings? Possibly. The nice thing about Nine Kings is the gameplay is really short. You can play it really, really fast. Okay, sure, we'll take 6. I mean, like, why would I spend 180 influence for 18 culture per turn? I mean, come on. But I will take the 6 culture per turn for free. So, anyway, how much do we need to start befriending the next city-state? 255. So we can start next turn. And then we can do, like, every 2 turns. Oh, yeah, they have new city-states. Wait a minute. Did they... Did they change some of these? Because I was in the process of befriending 4 cultural city-states. Alright, anyway. I'm still in the process of that there. Alright, so now we're just going to queue up these museums everywhere. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this nonsense. 1,428. Are you kidding me? This is just such BS. This is the patch changing things. 1,428 hammers to build this thing. Are you kidding me? What nonsense. Yeah. So what they did in the patch is they made it so every city you build makes them more expensive. And every building you add makes them more expensive. I mean, this is just like, it's unplayable. Like, the game is now unplayable. So my reward for building lots of cities and having really well-developed, really well-built cities is now I get penalized by having insanely expensive museums. Like, why would you play this game? Why would you play this game? You literally get penalized for playing the game well. It's mind-boggling why this would happen. Again, I did not want to patch this game. I did not want to patch. But Steam would not let me launch the game without patching. Yeah, it's one of the reasons why I liked Civ 6. One of the things I liked about Civ 6 is the game. Civ 6 lets you expand. There is no ridiculous settlement limit in Civ 6. There's no global happiness nonsense like in Civ 5. In Civ 6, it's a game of expansion. You build. It's always better to have more cities in Civ 6. The game correctly realizes that it's a game of expansion. But Civ 7, no. Everything is designed to stop you from expanding. I mean, we have to build these. We have no choice. We literally have no choice but to build these. But, like, this is just going to be so painful now. Like, it's just going to be absurdly painful. They also changed this interface around. I mean, I guess this is the best spot for this. At least now it shows you what you're losing by building on these tiles. So, like, by building on this tile, I gain 9 culture, but I lose 6 production, 1 gold, 1 happiness, 4 influence. Like, this in and of itself is also so dumb. Why is it that in order to build new buildings, I have to destroy old buildings? Like, why? It's so stupid. Everything about this is stupid. So, like, and that's my best production city. Like, none of my other cities can build things that fast. Like, you can see, this is my highest production city. It's oh, by the way, at the start of the last stream, I had to go through and slot in every single resource. Yeah, I told you it took 2 hours to do this. Yeah, all my cities are, like, none of them have more than 50-ish production outside of the capital. So it's going to be a 20-turn build in, like, every other city. Yeah, 19 turns to build this. And why is it so high? Because I built a lot of cities. I am winning the game. I am kicking the AI's ass. So now I am penalized, so everything now takes forever to build. Like, I don't like. I don't even want to finish the game now. It's just killed any enjoyment. This is actually worse than the game went on release. It is actually worse than when the game first came out. How much does it cost to buy these, by the way? You know what we can do? We can buy it. We can rush buy a lot of these though, because I have enough to buy one every 3 turns. So we can have our more production heavy cities build these. And like, I don't need any other buildings. This is literally the only building I need in the entire era. So it's not quite as like, so like I can work around it, but it's just like, oh my god, like this is just so bad. You might think you could sort the list by like production, but no, there's no way to sort a list of like your best cities by production. You actually have to use the resource screen to see your cities. And the only reason why they're lined up like this is because I'm running a mod that actually lines them up. Otherwise, they're just in completely random order with like nothing whatsoever. Anyway, I do have a lot of... Oh, wait, what? Wait, what? Are these all... Wait a minute. Are these all... Okay, I guess these are all towns. All right, I guess I don't... You know, it actually isn't even as bad as you might think. I actually still have a lot of towns here. How many cities do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, I have 14 cities. And it's just like the designers are like, you will not have a lot of cities. We want you to have maybe like 3 cities, and that's it. They very clearly do not want you building cities. In a game that's about building an empire and building cities, they don't want you to have cities. Like, what? It just doesn't make sense. It's just like they don't understand their own game at all. Anyway, so let's see who actually has decent production. So Amundsen Scott, I think, and Crownland, Canfish. Let's see. I mean, most of these are all pretty similar. Riverview is pretty good. I really wish I could just sort them by how much production they have. I really wish I could just sort by production. Anyway, let's go through. What city are we on right now? This is on Sword Beach. Is Sword Beach like a high or low production? This is one of the lower production cities. So I'll probably just rush by this here. You know, it's okay. So we'll have some cities. We'll have the cities that are like in weird oddball locations work on explorers. Or no, but I want to rush by the explorers too. Never mind. I actually need to... You know what? We'll just have them all build museums, and if it takes a while, it takes a while, because we need to save our money to actually purchase explorers. How much do the explorers cost? All right, they're more reasonable. I can purchase an explorer like every turn. Yeah, we'll just build them. If it takes a while, it takes a while. I don't care. Anyway. But, like, I'm being penalized for... Like, oh, by the way, every obsolete building... makes your current buildings more expensive. So like the fact that I built a university in the last era now penalizes me in this era. Like, it's not enough that the yields get like slammed into nothingness. Now you actively get penalized for that as well. Anyway, we have an open tile here. So yeah, we'll just queue this up and then we'll spend our money on rush buying explorers. Wherever we can. Okay, here's a 12 tile. So like, I don't understand the whole overbuilding concept. It's like, I don't want to destroy my buildings. I like having buildings from the previous era. Like, no, I don't want to destroy stuff. What are we, like, okay, we overbuild the bazaar, but like, then I lose 9 gold per turn. Like, I don't want to destroy my buildings. I like having stuff from the previous era. Don't make me destroy stuff. The whole concept of overbuilding, I just don't get it at all. Like, who thinks this is fun? Why would it be fun to, like, destroy your stuff from the last era? Anyway. You get the idea. It's just frustrating. Well, this is just going to kill the city's limited production as... No, actually, the city's decent production. Okay. Yeah, I have very few tiles I can build on here. Overbuild the pavilion? Okay, sure, whatever. I don't care. Here we go. Got an empty tile there. But, like, the game at every single turn is, like, constantly trying to destroy what you've built in previous eras. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Overbuild the temple. Apparently this is going to cause minus 10 happiness. How much happiness does this city have? Well, that'll put it at, like, 0 happiness, which is probably not great. What do we do over here? Overbuild the guild hall. Wait, how's it going to be -6 influence? Okay, I guess the guild hall still produces influence. Well, we don't want that. Alright, this is probably the best spot. Again, it's all just freaking tedious to do all this. Okay, sure. But at least the game now does a better job of telling you what's happening when you overbuild these things. This is apparently the best spot. Yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, so, I mean, that's a good point. Their core problem is they want to lower snowballing, but, like, that's the whole problem is they're like, well, we're going to stop snowballing. It's like, it just doesn't work. Like, that's not what the game is. The whole game is the snowball. So we're, like, trying to get rid of it. It just doesn't work. Civ is the snowball. Like, that is the gameplay. It'll be like, in our basketball game, let's make it so people don't score so many baskets. It's like, but that is your game, is scoring baskets. Like, let's get the basket scoring out of basketball. It's like, but that's literally the game. You that's literally the game. You just, if you do that, you don't have a game anymore. So, as I said, I just feel like they fundamentally don't understand the game that they're playing. All right, so all these museums are going to take forever, but I like, as I said, we'll save our money and use it to rush by explorers. And yeah. Not much else we can do about that. Here, we'll pave over the farm. Not going to grow very fast, but that's okay. Anyway, okay, sure. Just up. Okay, I was going to click next turn. We're going to have a swim competition, but punish people if they put water in the pool. Something like that. All right, so we need to get some explorers. So let's start rush buying some explorers. I still don't really know what we do with these. I guess we're going to find out. I know we need one. So we need them in places where, we need them in a place where there was like a university. Well, the good thing is I built universities everywhere. I think there's also something about like you have to be on certain continents as well or something like that. Yeah, apparently you can only get one per continent or something like that. It's like, why the game is like this, I don't understand. But anyway. So is this showing the tile where I can, like, is that a museum tile where the little artifact is? Or are these just on here at random? I'm going to assume that this is the tile that the museum is on. Okay, or university's on. Alright, so it is showing me that. Okay, so this lens actually does give me some help. And then we also have the Mount Kilimanjaro that we're... Oh, but we don't have that unlocked yet. That's right. We have to research that. But for right now, Wassup can... Is there a university here? Okay, so we can get one here. I have no idea if these are one... Wait, what? The price just, like, doubled to get the second one. Are you kidding me? It's one of those games, isn't it? Okay, so 2 continents, and then... Here we go, this green one. Oh yeah, they're going up. Look at this. 1,200. The cost is going up for every one of these as well. Let's just make the game... This is like, none of this stuff actually makes the game harder. It's just effing tedious. Like, it doesn't make the game harder or more interesting. It's just tedious. And then we need the green continent as well. So what's closest to the green continent here? I guess Sword Beach is the closest spot. So I guess we have to... Where's the green continent? This one seems to be... well, there's no university there, so that's not going to help. Again, the problem is this green continent's all AI stuff, and the AI sucks in this game. Alright, we can go to that spot. How about we have Gorman rush by one here? Yeah, 2,700. Okay. Alrighty. And of course, they all have to get more expensive every time. Anyway, I'm just hoping that the AI is not going to declare war on me, because then I have to go through that tedium as well. Oh, cool. The AI's killing... The AI's killing the city-states. Well, it looks like it's failing. No, actually, we still need that. Oh, wait, I'm about to get a celebration. I literally get a celebration this turn. Revolution. Here's the 30% extra culture. Confirm. Alright, so now we can run this as well. Yeah, at least we got plenty of money, right? And then I can probably find something better for this too. Actually, you know what? This is better because we're overbuilding in a lot of places. The 30% production on overbuilding is better than 26 gold per turn. Alrighty. And, okay, a bunch of AIs established trade routes. Amina doesn't like us for some reason. Not exactly sure why, but okay. In terms of science, I'm not sure we're really going to do that much in terms of science in this era, because we're basically just rushing for the cultural victory. I mean, I guess we'll just try to get the military academy, because it gives us extra production. Like, that's probably the next building we do. And then over here, I do need to get this. We'll knock this out, because we need the excavate artifacts action. Alrighty. Let's move our guys around. All right, at least, so I will give it credit for this. At least it does highlight where we need to send them. Oh, that ended our turn? Okay. This is the one that has to go. And of course, you can't keep these guys out of your borders with open borders either. Oh yeah, we have one right here. Note, by the way, that when I highlight this tile, it does not say what is on the tile itself. You would think that it would pop up and say, like, this tile has a university on it, but no, it does not. Okay, and by the way, we're also going to need to send an explorer to, I just remembered, to Mount Kilimanjaro. So we're going to need to get one out of the real poverty point as well. Look at this, 3,400. Oh my god. Hopefully that's all the explorers I need. What was the one that gives free relics when research? Oh, yeah. The one that gives free relics when researching relics, that was over here at Hegemony. Gain a free artifact when researching artifacts. So, yep. Free artifact when researching artifacts. Good to hear that. But then we have to get here. The good news is we're already making we're already making, within a celebration, 1,300 culture per turn. So we can get there pretty fast. Alrighty. Anyway, oh, I forgot to start befriending a city-state. Whoops. Okay, well, I can do that on this turn. Don't worry, yeah, they worked really hard. They decided to rip the guts out of Civ to make it so the late game would be interesting. And they certainly succeeded. No, they actually failed quite badly. Alright, so we have no real choice on where we go. Like, this is literally the only... I mean, we could go into Mexico Civics, but, like... I mean, you can see, we'd have, like... Sure, it would be nice to have 9 culture per turn on the Catedral or the Portal de Mercaderes, but, like, I can't afford to waste research there. I gotta get to... This is what wins me the game, getting here. So, like, the Mexico Civics tree, like, doesn't even matter overall. I mean, we can go here to get another artifact if we need that, but, like, we need to get down the Civics tree as fast as possible. Anyway, so yeah, we get this. At least one nice thing about this is we'll be able to get our ideology. Although, once again, we can't even research the ideology because we have to get here as soon as possible so we can research the rest of those artifacts. Alrighty, let's see what this does. Find ruin sites containing artifacts on this continent. What just happened? What just happened? Do we now... Where are the ruin sites? What? What just happened? Do we get to see them now? Like, what? What happened? Did we get to see where they are? What? Maybe it shows up... Okay, maybe it shows up next turn? Okay. Wait, what? That used up my turn? Oh, the movement in this game is so bad. Why did that end my turn? Okay, apparently it didn't, but we just cycled to somewhere else anyway. Cool. I love this game. So you need to get over here. And wait, didn't I have a guy who was... Yeah, you. What about you? Over here at Crownland. I'm still trying to figure this out. Alright. Alright, well, I guess it's going to pop up next turn. Hey, can you guys, like, not freaking kill the city-states I'm trying to become friends with? Like, can you cut it out, Trung Trok? Why do you immediately run towards the AI and start trying to kill every city-state in sight? Like, just knock the F off. Seriously. Like, come on. They, like, could you, like, maybe just try to befriend them or something? They're like, no, city-state, die. City-state, die. It's like, what is wrong with you? Anyway, so what is this? I don't even know what type of city-state this is. What type? This is a new type. Anyway, we'll just start befriending them and see. Are any of the other city-states, are they trying to kill any of the other ones that I need to protect? Like, do I need to go protect this one? Wouldn't it be nice if it told you what the type is? Just a bunch of arrows on there. This one seems to be okay. This one, okay. These two. Really hope they don't just walk in and kill this one. I thought that, like, one unit would not be able to walk in and kill them. This one seems to be okay, because this one... That said, let's just go stand there to help protect this one. Anyway. Yeah, it sure seems to want to kill these things. Like, I'm not starting a war with the AI, but, like, I would like to befriend this. Alright. If I can get another slot, I'll put this in for the extra 64 culture. Actually, I could probably slot that in right now and then just wait. No, not this. We have plenty of happiness. I'm not concerned about that. All right. Yeah. Again, it's like none of this stuff really matters because I don't have time to build any of this stuff. Let's just do the mastery because that will actually get something from this. I don't have enough production to build any of this stuff. Have I gone insane? No, but I don't even know if this unit's going to get over here in time. All right, you just chill here. Make sure this one doesn't, like, this city-state, unfortunately. Like, I'll be friendly with them in 4 turns, but I don't even know if that's going to be enough time. I'm worried that this unit's just going to, like, run in there and kill this thing. Alright, anyway. Yeah, so we just have to do political theory. Okay. What the... Why did... What? Why did that... This unit has 3 movement. Like, why did this movement just... That unit has 3 movement. Why is it moving away from me? Anyway. Okay, you look like you're alright. I don't get it. Okay. So where are the relics? Where are they? Okay. So now I've got an explorer. So where do I go? Where do I go to dig up a relic? I did the explore thing. Where do I go? Does anyone know how this works in the chat? Because I did what it asked. I went, I did the... Have already been researched. Okay. Find ruin sites. Yeah, I did that. So, where are the ruins? Where do I go? Right? Somebody tell me where the ruins are. Because they gotta be somewhere, right? Like, I gotta move this guy somewhere. Like, guys? Why is none of this explained at all? I don't understand what's going on. Where are the, where do I go? Why is there not, okay, I understand you can go dig this up here because there's an icon that tells me. Why did we just jump to the other side of the map? What is going on? These guys have 2 movement points. I moved 1 tile and then it just jumps somewhere else. What is going on? I'm not done moving that guy yet. He has another movement point, see? Now I can dig this up here. Okay. So what just happened? It will be complete in 5 turns. Oh, come on. Are you shitting me? What? Like, why? There is no reason for this. What the F? 5 turns? What? What? 5 turns? Are you... This is the most bullshit padding I've ever seen. 5 turns? Come on. Why? I researched the tech. I moved the unit. There is no reason for a 5-turn delay. It's pointless. Is the goal just to pad out the game length for no reason? What the F is this? Oh my god. Anyway, okay. So I guess this guy's in the process of doing that. Meanwhile, this guy... So how the heck do we do this? Like, it says 2 exploration artifacts. Where are they? Tell me where to go. Like, tell me where to go to dig the stupid thing up. I see a little blue border here, but I think that's just the range of where I can move to. Yeah, that's just for the range of where I can move to. But I need to know, like, I did the little quest thing. Where do I go to dig up this stupid artifact? Oh, hello. Here's one over here. Okay. So there's one over there, I guess. Is this just what we have to do? We just have to scroll around and look for the map? Oh, hello. Is this a natural wonder? I guess this is a oh, look at that. Look at that little black bar there. Cool. Awesome. Look at that little black bar. What a lovely interface. I'm so glad this game costs $70. Okay, I guess we literally just have to scroll around the map. There's one. Seems to be just totally random, but okay. So I guess we just now send this guy... Okay, I guess there was just none on my... Oh, there we go. Over here, apparently. Okay. Cool. Alright. So I guess now we just rush... I guess... So if I had done this again, I guess you first have to do the quest of, like, where to go. First, you, like, have to find out where to go, and then we rush by them where they pop up. Okay. This is, like, the most idiotic minigame I can think of. Alright, so there's one over here. Okay, so you are probably closest to that. I'll send you to this one. Okay. Alright, where are my explorers? This is... Just, why would you ever design a victory condition like this? Anyway, so I guess this is a natural wonder. Oh, there's our lovely black bar again. Where is this guy? Can we highlight the screen? Where is this guy? I don't even know where I am on the map right now. Okay, here we are. Okay, so what's closest to you? Anything around? Okay, there's a natural wonder down here, apparently, that we can go dig up, I guess. You might be closer to that than anyone else. I already have one going there. This guy's already going. Apparently. Oh, wait. This... Is there a ruin and the... Okay, I guess there's actually 2 things to dig up here. We've got a ruin and the natural wonder. So maybe you go to the natural wonder over here. Yeah, maybe you just go over here. Alright, so those 2 will take care of that. Now I need to be on another explorer. Wait, where's the other explorers? I have to be highlighting one to see anything. Alright, so you need to reveal that, right. Now there's something here. So we want to get another explorer right here. I love that they now cost 4,000 gold per turn to get these. Insane. Anyway. Okay. I mean, we're getting plenty of culture, so that's nice. What, is he going to shoot at this again? Oh no, fortunately this thing is dumb enough that it's going to stop and heal instead of actually killing the city-state. So I am going to move over here. Alright, you're fine. Growth. The only thing we do now is add specialists. Well, we can get 9 culture on this one, so... And someone found a trade route with us. Okay. Alright, you're going to come down here and dig. Can you stop highlighting a movement? I'm just trying to move around the map. Okay, there we go. We don't know what... Oh, and there's a relic over here, too. Okay. Well, maybe I can rush by one out of Sword Beach for that one. Anyway. But, like, they're so expensive. God, are they expensive to build these things. Like, this whole endgame is just so boring. How many of these do I need? 15? Well, I've got a number of them. I have one being dug up over here. I need to get... And then there's one up here by... There was one over here at Tashkent as well. Anyway. Well, we probably can still be done not long after turn 20. It's just a matter of, like, moving over to all these tiles and digging them up. Okay, I guess we have... Aren't you on a go-to order? Man, oh, these units are so slow. I guess there's nothing else to do. Quiet turns. Yeah, the AI decided to just stand there and heal instead of attack. Oh, now they have a ship of the line. Alright, we're gonna... No, I don't want to... Okay, well, we become friends with this guy in 2 turns. Hopefully it doesn't die. I was trying to occupy the center tile so they couldn't kill it. Hopefully that ship won't just move in there and kill it. How many slots? Well, the museums are what give you slots. That's also why I'm building museums everywhere. They give me culture, but they also give me more slots as well. Oh, we have a... Okay, we can grow another... Well, it looks like it literally does not matter where we put the specialist down. So, here, have fun with that. Add specialist. We get slightly better yield on this tile. Okay. So I can probably buy... I'm close to being able to buy another explorer. Anyway, this era is not... This is not a fun victory condition. I definitely am not going for this victory condition again. Alright. So we get another slot. So we'll put in Xenia again. For the time being. So we can now befriend... Alright, what's the next city-state we want to befriend? There's a scientific one. That might not be bad. Actually, I want to see what these new city-state types do. I have no idea what these even do, so we'll try to befriend this one. Hopefully this one's not about to die. And we can befriend another one as well. They nerfed the Living Daylights out. Oh, never mind, this one. I really hope that this befriending part goes next turn, because this stupid thing moved on here and is about to kill it. And then similarly, these guys are also in the... Like, can you guys just leave the city-states alone? Like, my god. They give you huge benefits from being friends. Stop freaking killing them all the time. Anyway, where's the scientific one? This one here. By the way, the art on this and this don't even look like they're from the same game. Alrighty. I mean, as usual, once you get to this stage of the game, it's just everything should just be specialist. Again, it does not appear to matter what tile I put this on. So, this one has a slight increase. Or no, this one's better. Starting to get a lot of city growths, though, so that's nice, because we just... At this era, you just do all specialists everywhere. Where's the tile I'm building the museum on? This tile here? No. Ah, well, it doesn't matter. Whatever. Apparently a whole bunch of these tiles are growing at the same time. Alright, you are the best yield up there. Sure, whatever. They're all like the same. Alright. Any of these mastery texts do anything decent? 10 production. Alright, this gives us plus 90 production if we go there. And it also gives us units. That's 82 production, even better. I don't think I'm ever building the railed stations, but maybe. So. Alrighty. Yep, dig. I love how I have to highlight one of these units. Alright, what is this? These are just city-states being friends. Alright, so I have the ideology trees. Again, I wouldn't mind grabbing... I would probably grab democracy for this game just because it would give me a ton of culture. Like, a lot of culture, and I also get more points. But, again, the problem is I need to get to this hegemony ASAP. So let's see. This one gives me a settlement limit, but I don't need that. This one gives me... Okay, neither one gives anything useful. This one gives me another artifact. Oh, no, that's a wonder. Never mind. Well, it might be worthwhile. The wonders are, like, cheaper than the buildings. Since the wonder gives me an artifact, it might actually be worthwhile to do that. But anyway, we'll just head this way. We can research this, and then this. Okay, my culture rate is really good. All right, I'm trying to see where do I need to get more explorers out. So I have one digging up there. There's a spot on this island chain here. So Boston Tea, we can how much does it cost to purchase one of these? Don't have enough yet. Okay. It would be nice if this was a lens you can put on. Does it show up if I put it on continent, just out of curiosity? Okay, it does if I put it on continent. Okay. So at least there is a way to see. Now this guy, after digging this up, can probably come over here and dig this one up as well. And we're about to see where the things are on the green continent. Cool. I love that it just did away with that again. Yeah, we can't see, or except, oh yeah, that we can't see what's up there. We have two guys here, and then after that they can probably come down here. I have somebody headed here, right? Don't I have an explorer headed to this spot? Oh yeah, this one. Yep, this one here is en route there. Anything else on this island chain? No. Here we've got the. Apparently, this is a natural wonder, I guess. Apparently. And then there's a spot down here as well. Okay. And then maybe this guy can grab one of these. Maybe this guy after, because this guy's almost done, right? Only needs 3 turns. This guy can maybe come down to this spot. So then I just need an explorer out of Batavia. And then I need one for... I'm constantly having to jump around the map here. And then I need one out of Boston Tea. I'll rush by the one for Boston Tea. Which wonder? The only wonder I really need is the one that wins the game for you. Alright. Yep. Start digging. I'm not exactly sure how many we're digging up, but... I'm sure that we're going to need the additional ones that come from that second Civic that's deeper in the tree that lets us do the Ancient Era ones. Cool. Alright. Did this city-state get killed? The one that was in the tundra? Nope. Fortunately, I befriended them just in time. See, now they're like under my protection, thankfully. Thank goodness. Alright, narrative choice. Oh, that's right. More culture. Okay. I'm going to keep getting these plus 500 culture because I'm getting close to befriending all of these. Well, I guess we'll discover that next turn. Okay. Just got 2,000 culture there. Yeah, yeah. Convert to a city-state soon. They've bestowed on you a gift. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Alright, city growth. Blah, blah, blah. The only thing we care about now is getting that extra culture. Here we go. Alright, so now we will be able to see where on this continent, the green continents, now we can see on all of them. So I guess there's 2 artifacts on each one, on each continent. Alright, you can move over to here, and then there's another one, and then there's another one up here. Okay. This guy, when he's done, can maybe sail over to there. Alright, we also needed one. So I guess what, there's 8 artifacts here? So there's 8 artifacts here, 2 on each continent, and then we can get like another 3 or 4 from digging up natural wonders, and then we'll just need to get like 3 more from that other tech. Anyway, Boston Tea, give me another explorer. Now up to 4,000. That might be the last one I cash rush. They're just too expensive at this point. They're just too expensive at this point. Not worth the effort. I have to save some money for cash rushing stuff in my capital. Which, by the way, my capital is just going to sit around stockpiling production for like the rest of the game so I can try to one-turn that wonder I need. Alright, change policies. Do we need anything else? Nope, I think we're good. I don't even need science at all. What do we get? We just got a cultural attribute point. Cool. Okay. Well, you can see we've already taken most of these. Looks like the only thing I can take is just the... Oh! Oh, no! Oh, my God. This is such BS. This is such BS. This used to be 5% culture, It used to be 5% culture. Now it's 5 culture per age. What BS? Come on. What a piece of you know what. That's such nonsense. Anyway, we're about to have great works on display, so I'll take this. Oh, we can take this. This will make it cheaper to build the stuff that the museums. What a piece of, oh my god, the developers. Yeah, this is one of the things they did in the patch. They pulled out basically every single percentage based bonus, because it used to be you'd advance all, if you got like 6 attribute points, you made it all the way through the tree, then you could get 5% culture per 5% culture, and you could repeat it. Now 5 culture per age. So now your reward for making it all the way through the tree to the bottom of the attribute tree is like the worst, the most crummy one you could possibly take. What a what is even going on here? Seriously, what is going on here? Are you kidding me? Oh man, what nonsense is that? Oh boy. Okay. I'll just take this because we're about to have great works on display soon as soon as we dig this stuff up. Oh my god. That's so ridiculous. Anyway. What a piece of... Oh my god. Anyway, we have enough influence to befriend another city-state, so let's start doing that. Have I started this one yet? Yes. So this is the one I haven't. San Marino. Alright, and then we can change... So now we'll drop... anyway, we have to pick this one up, nationalism. And we can change policies. So now we'll drop Xenia because we can slot it back in the next time we have enough influence to befriend someone. And I mean, I think we'll just take this. All we really care about is culture. Nothing else actually matters right now. We have enough money. I'm just like, they relentlessly nerfed everything that was good in this game. Oh yeah, we wouldn't want that volcano. Great, yeah, have the volcano erupt. Cool. Let's go down here. All right, so you had one that was close. Yeah, you have one that's right here. Happiness, I mean, but like I have enough surplus happiness. I'm going to get another celebration as soon as this one ends. Now, you might also think, shouldn't there be like something that tells you how much happiness you need for the next celebration? The answer is no. No, there is not. There is no way to know how long until the next celebration, until the current one ends. But I'm pretty sure I'm immediately going to get another celebration as soon as this one's finished. Alright, anyway, we almost have our first thingy dug up. Is it next turn? Yeah, next turn. And we're also going to have our city-state friendship start maturing soon, too. Because that'll be on turn 16, I think. So, yeah. It's just the tedium of, like, moving units around. Now that I know a little bit better, I'm sure I could have done this, like, slightly more efficiently. Alright, here we go. +1 artifact. So, here we go. 4 culture. Doesn't really matter. We can slot it in wherever. But like we have more than enough. Partly this is because Cathy's one of her abilities is she gets +1 slot on like everything. So the museum's supposed to have 3 and I get 4. The palace is supposed to have 1 and I get 2. So that's why. I mean, I have enough. I have 6 slots just in the capital. So yeah, and the capital also is just finished. So now I'm gonna have to start using Shift Enter. By the way, thanks AI for sending me these trade routes. It's very nice. So what I will do, though, is I will cash rush production buildings in here. Because I am going to have to build the... What is this symbol here? 10... +4 production, 10 what? Warehouse improvements, 10. Okay, I don't quite understand that. But I do want the military academy. That costs 3... Okay. So the capital's just not going to build anything. And the reason for that is I'm going to just start saving production right now. Because I have to build a stupid wonder when this bar fills all the way up. So I can just have it pre-build this in like Civ3 pre-build fashion. And like if I start now, I can probably finish the wonder like as soon as the... Otherwise we just sit there hitting next turn for 10 to 15 turns while we build this super expensive wonder for no reason. Alright, where's the next closest? That's right, there's one down here. You're going to go to this spot here. 7 turns. Like a lot of moving units around for like no real reason. Okay, and then I needed, that's right, I needed to go get this. Maybe I'll, how much is the next explorer? Okay, 5,000. Oh my god. I still need to pick up the artifacts, yeah. I guess I have to buy one more out of Batavia, and hopefully that's the last one I have to rush by. I didn't realize that I should have waited and then bought them. Oh, here we go. You can dig up this one as well. I should have waited to see where they're gonna pop up, but I've never done this before, so I didn't know what like the most efficient way to do this was. Okay, yeah, no, I'm just not going to build anything. Shift Enter. We're gonna save our production in Maltons. The Victory Wonder, I believe you can put on any tile. I'm pretty sure, because that would be... No, actually, I should probably look that up. Okay, what do we just get? They gave us something. I don't know. I don't know what they gave us. What did they even give me? Something, but I don't know what it was. Research, sure. Let's do a research collaboration. Why not? We got a unit, apparently. Okay. I have no idea what this symbol means. Alright. Get to digging. I wish I knew how many explorers I had out on the map right now digging. I'm not exactly sure. But like you can see, it'll start saving up production. It won't... Because like right now it's 11 turns for the military academy, but that should go down on a turn-by-turn basis. Anyway, do I have enough to buy the explorer here? Nope. It costs 3,200 production. Absurd. Let me just see, what is the name of the... Let me just check that, see if there is a requirement for this. World's Fair. Is there a terrain requirement for the World's Fair? That would be insane, but this game might be like that. 3,000 production cost. Yep, 3,000. So that's why I'm saving up production right now. Nope, there does not appear to be a tile requirement, thank goodness. So I'm going to start saving up production right now. We get bank 98 a turn, so that would be a 30-turn production if I don't increase it. So I'm going to have to rush by like the Military Academy, the Ironworks. But it's still going to take a while. Yeah, I know. I'm aware. I'm saving that up. But like, why is it so expensive? Like, why is there even a requirement to build it at all? If you dig up 15 artifacts faster than everybody else, why not just win the game that way? Like, why is there also a wonder requirement to build too? I don't get it. I don't know why you would need that. Anyway. So here, we'll slot this back in. Oh, we just went right into another celebration. Okay. Yep, I said we'd get another celebration. Okay, well, we'll just keep this slotted in. As I said, the only thing that really matters is culture. Narrative choice. What do we get? An artifact. Oh, we finished that. Okay. So now we have two. So you go over here. Now we have two artifacts. I guess. And now we need this one, hegemony. Buried since the Antiquity Age. So we get another cultural attribute point for having 5 artifacts. Okay. Is it theoretically optimal to never unqueue anything? Yes, technically it is. That is technically optimal, but yeah, I usually don't do that just because it starts to get a little bit ridiculous. See how last turn that said 11 and now it turned 10? You can see it is actually stockpiling the production ahead of time. Anyway, sure, here you go. I'm not spending a lot of time on specialist placement at this point. Sure, this is as good a tile as any other. I love how I don't even get to place the great work. It just does it automatically. Or is Delpain. Anyway. So even though I have like really good culture, it's still going to take 6 turns to research this. Alright. So we had one that we needed one more. I think this is the last. I know I said this before, but I think this is the last Explorer I purchased because I do need to save money to purchase some of the production buildings in the capital. So let's see. We probably need to try to get that factory if we can reach that in time. Yeah, I can just ignore the science. I don't care about the science stuff. But yeah, we'll have to go for combustion next. And then try to get to mass production. And then we can slot in Because that's a lot of production, and it also will let us slot in factory resources. I've got all these factory resources doing nothing, because you can't use them without a factory. Naval units, what does this do? Towards buildings in one... I mean, I guess we would slot in the coffee resources. Culture... I don't... Okay. I got a lot of tea resources. By the way, this is universal for every city, by the way. So maybe if we get enough money, we can slot in more than we can get multiple factories. They're very, very expensive, though. And I can shift all my production resources to the capital when I need to. What is this? Oh, one of the AIs got an ideology. Okay. Like the earliest I've seen the AI get an ideology. Alright, so you, I think, are going to come down here and go grab this. And you're going to dig this up. I'm surprised an AI got an ideology as soon as turn 14. That's kind of rare for them to get one that early. Alright, so that's 3 artifacts, right? 3. How are the AIs doing? Oh, I have actually 4. Oh, one of the AIs dug up an artifact? Wait, what? Because they are limited. It's like whoever gets them first. Maybe he got that from the tech tree or something, though. Because I think all the ones I saw were still... Maybe he got it from a tech tree, though, or something, though. Alright. Or maybe he got it from a natural wonder, because everybody can get the natural wonders one. The Great Work set of tools. Cool. Oh, yeah, set of tools. Okay. So I guess we mostly have the ones from the natural wonders. All right, all of these have exactly the same yield. Well, we certainly aren't lacking for culture. Oh, hey, it's a wait a minute. Did I forget to assign this? I guess I forgot to assign this. I will say that I do like the tile picker. They finally have the tile picker being decent. All right, I forgot to assign this something decent. You would think this would just be 100% gold, but no, it's 100% gold towards building maintenance. Sure, here we go. And I have enough influence I can befriend the remaining city-states. I think I've befriended like all of them at this point. Are there any I have not befriended? I thought that was maybe the last one. Did I get these guys? And then we can just... Then influence is just like whatever at that point. I think I got these as well. Oh, they're about to kill this one. I think they're about to kill this one. I didn't manage to get a unit here fast enough. Well, yeah. It is what it is. I definitely got that scientific one. I definitely got this one. The AI is so rabid to kill these things. This one I'm about to befriend, so they gotta leave that alone at this point. Yeah, I think that's all of them. Wait, the AI just... Yeah, I think that's the last one. Okay, so I can move out of... The next time I can change that policy that makes befriending them cheaper afterwards. Alright. Plains Deer. So you're done with that. Is there anything I can build that actually even makes a difference? I could build a rail station when that unlocks. I guess I'll have my other cities do rail stations. And now I want to rush by them, and of course the problem is getting rail connections in this game is like obscenely difficult. But yeah, I'll have to rush by them in the capital. Okay. So another shift end turn. Yep, I'm aware I didn't pick something. Saving up production though. Anyway, it's just a matter of like, wait, why does this person have this symbol here? Oh, ideology. Okay. Well, that's new. That didn't used to be displayed on the interface. Anyway, here's the rail station. They are very expensive. Rail station. The rail station costs 7,300 gold. Are you kidding me? Why is everything absurdly expensive? Where is the rail station again? It costs 2,856. Are you kidding me? It's way more than a wonder. The wonders only cost 1,000. The wonders only cost 1,000, you guys. This one is 2,856. The game, you know, and the reason why is the game is saying, look, you have 14 cities. That's too many. It's too many. You can't have 14 cities. You're supposed to have like 3 or 4, and going beyond 3 or 4 is no. You're not allowed to have that. Yeah, you're not allowed to have it. You can only have you're not allowed to have it. You're just not allowed to. You're only allowed to have 3 or 4 cities. So this is just Civ 5's nonsense all over again. It's why I hated Civ 5. Obviously, I wrote a ton of stuff about Civ 5 and why I didn't like the game, but it all comes down to what I said very, very early on. I was like, Civ 5 is an empire building game that doesn't want you to build an empire. And I know it's very popular with a lot of people, but again, it just didn't understand the genre at all. It's an empire building game that does not want you to build an empire. At every step of the way, you are penalized for building an empire. And this game is apparently they want to make Civ 5 Part 2 because they just do not want you to build an empire in this game. So I don't know. I need to get to the factory, but you have to have a rail station. So anyway, we will only have enough gold to purchase the buildings in the capital. So what that means is what every other city is building is completely irrelevant because they will never get to finish anything before the game's over. So all the other cities are just completely pointless now outside of the capital. So, Waltons, you're continuing to save production, but like Plains Deer, I mean, I guess we could do a Wonder. That might be fun. +5 culture and gold for every city-state you're suzerain of. I mean, sure, why not? Sure, have fun with that. Wait, we can put it on... Actually, you're not a good city to put this in. Let's get a city that has better production. You don't have very much production. Actually, no, you actually do have pretty good production. Well... Sure. I guess we have no choice but to put it on the mine. Alright, and then Malton's the only one. Yeah, Amina doesn't like us very much. So Civ 6, we had a question about Civ 6. Civ 6 is a fun game in so many ways. The fatal flaw of Civ 6 is the AI cannot play the game. And it's just so sad. If the AI could just play the stupid game, but it can't. Yeah, I know. I'm aware, Moldtons. I'm trying to next turn this. I'm aware. I'm deliberately not picking production there. The cost scaling is really annoying too, but I do find the cost scaling on the districts annoying. But the thing that salvages that is, as the cost of districts scale up, the cost of chopping forests and harvesting resources also scales up. It actually scales up in exactly the same fashion, and that's the saving grace of Civ 6. It is annoying, but if you chop 2 forests, you can still knock out those late game districts. Like, you have to chop forests and harvest resources. If you in Civ 6 have one of those plains forest deer tiles, you chop the forest, you harvest the deer, boom, all of a sudden you can just knock out a district, and then you're off and rolling. So it is annoying, but it's playable, in my opinion. Oh, hey, we got 1,000 gold. Okay, well, that's going to help us cash rush stuff. Apparently, we're friendly enough with them that they had to stop killing it, so that's good. Okay, and yeah, we're continuing to make friends with the city-states. All right. More nonsense with specialists. We're getting a lot of specialists now. Looks like this is the best district yield over here. I do have a lot of towns feeding food to my actual city, so that's partly why they're growing quickly. They're starting to get a little bit unhappy as well, but it's like whatever. All right, city-state bonuses. This looks like the best. No. Oh, well, we could take this. Culture, science for each adjacent tropical tile. I'm about to get a bunch of these benefits, so we'll take some of these. I actually just became friends with multiple city-states. No more percentage, but before you used to have it was 5% extra culture for every city-state, so that's gone. This is good, though. On museums for each cultural city-state you're suzerain of. Now, that didn't tell me how much. Oh, we also got an artifact for that? I guess we did. We got an amphora for that, apparently. Well, our culture continues to go up. This is just going to be fun. Maybe I can build some of these. 1 per settlement. Open air museum. We get bonuses for tropical, culture, and desert tiles. We can, okay, sure, why not? And then we also get, I don't need a free civic. Yeah, +2 culture and cultural buildings. Okay. Note that you used to get one civic, a civic every time that you researched a, every time you got a new city-state alliance, you get a new civic. Now it's just one. You just get one now. Yeah, this is going to scale better than the artifact one. +1 cultural. Okay, we got another cultural, and we got entered another celebration. I mean, I guess I'd take this, but I will take this, I guess, at this point. Oh, we get another one? Okay. I'll take this too. I don't need a free civic at this point. I already have everything I need, basically. Well, let me just see. I mean, my culture is so strong. The benefit of a free civic is, like, not really very good at this point. Sphere of influence. Gain culture equal to your diplomatic attribute for every alliance. Wow, that is absolutely terrible. Yeah, none of this stuff seems that good. Sure, we'll just take the, guess we'll take this. I'll need another policy slot. Okay. Well, just like that, now our culture went up. Not as much as it would have, though. Under the old system, we'd probably be at like 3,500 culture per turn right now. Alrighty. So, alright, yeah, we got to be friends with all the city-states, so. Clear all these messages. Oh no, not Mount Fuji. So how many of these do we have right now? We have 5. Okay. Need 10 more. Got a couple of them underway. Oh, there's apparently one tile we did not reveal. There we go. Now we revealed it. Okay. Ah, Moltons. We can now purchase some of the production buildings. So we'll build this insanely expensive military academy so we can keep stockpiling more production. Here we go. This loses the observatory, but that's fine. This gives us 11 production per turn. Also finishes a quarter. Now we'll do the ironworks as well. 14 production for this tile. Okay. Wait. Why did it say... It said 4... Oh, you know what this is? It's saying the building itself gives 4, and then you get another 10. Wow, this is an insanely confusing way to display this. So it's apparently 14. It's 4 plus... I would have bought this a long time ago. What a confusing way to display this. It should... So 4 production, and then another 10 from warehouse bonuses. Okay, that is very, very confusing for no reason at all. But okay. So now we're 122 production, so we're saving that up per turn. And then we want to do the factory next, but we have to get the rail station first. That's 7,000 production cost. So again, I have to save that. I mean, I could just build the rail station, but then I'm not saving up the production. So, I mean, this is actually a good test, though, because the rail station costs 2,800. We'll be able to build the final wonder in, like, 8 turns. So it's like, when we have enough to one-turn this, we have enough to one-turn the final wonder. So that's kind of funny. And... is this the capital? Where are we here? We're in the capital, I think. Okay, well, this tile gives us another +1 production, so I'll take that tile. Okay. I know I'm abusing this shift ahead thingy, but it's annoying I have to do it twice every turn, so. Alright, 2 turns, and then we'll be able to start finding out where the... alright, you got the relic. Okay, so now what I need you to do, and that gets us what, relic number 6? Is that right? So now I need you to... you obviously have to go to, like, a library from the ancient era. So I guess I need to start moving you to a tile that has one of those, right? Is that... let me go back to the civics. So I guess you have to make sure you don't pay... okay, can we get off this screen now? No, it's got to be... it's this. Okay. Well, it doesn't say. I guess we have to go back to the victory screen. It says for ancient era antiquity artifacts, I have to stand on what? What is it? What is the antiquity artifacts? What building do they have to stand on for that? I think it's libraries or academies. I think. Here we go. On this tile right here. This will do it. So go to that tile. Similar deal for you, because we already have the artifacts all. So I need you to go to a tile that has a library on it. And now I have to get off this screen. Arena, armor, bank, hospital, dungeon, university. Academy, obsolete. Here we go. Academy should work. Because Academy is the, another, it should be Academy or Library. We'll make it work, if I'm understanding this right. At least it now highlights in gold the tile that it gives you the best yield. 1, 2, no. Actually, no. Never mind. Why is this highlighted in gold when this has a better yield? I thought for a second that the game... Wait, another Civ settled a town nearby where? Oh. Someone killed this city... Okay, someone killed this city-state and replaced it. Okay. Great. Alright, well, we're making pretty good progress here. I have like half the artifacts I need already, and I'm getting close on the rest. Now we're just saving up to see if we can rush by a factory and a rail yard in this. Alright, change policies. Is there anything better? This is probably better than something. We don't need Xenia anymore. I don't know that I really need the overbuild policy anymore either, because I'm just about done with all those museums. Let's kill this, and we probably could use a little extra happiness. Or, I could use some more science. Actually, this will give me a lot of science. I'm kind of not doing so great on science. Yeah, that actually helped my science a good bit as we're trying to get to the factory tech. Alrighty, what is this? More science, okay. And, alright, an artifact, okay. So, I am going to need... did I finish that tech there? Yes, so now I can dig... Now I have to go to a library or whatever to find the ancient era artifacts for each continent. Alright, go back to continent lens. Now, none of these cities had ancient era things, so... I think the closest that you can get to is right here. Even though that's also kind of a ways. I think that's the closest I can get to. Alright, you have a relic to dig up. I guess we'll take this. We don't really need culture anymore. We kind of hit the only thing we actually need. So I guess I'll take that. Oh, cool. Awesome. Cool. Well, that's great. So glad I got that benefit. I was like, okay, cool. Alright, so what's probably the best? We could go for an ideology. The problem is, one of the AIs already has communism. The ones I actually wanted to do were either fascism, because it gives me tons of production and gold, or democracy, because it gives me more culture. But the thing is, I don't really even need culture at this point. Like, I just don't really need culture anymore at this point. So fascism is actually the one that does the most. But the problem is, if I adopt this, the person who's at Trung Troc is going to hate me and will probably declare war. So why don't we go into the Mexican one? Mexican civic tree, unless there's any policies here that are any useful. Not really. I think there's a much better one here. Well, doesn't one of these have like a huge benefit? No, actually none of these do. The happiness is not terrible, but like... let's see, this one, yeah, I don't really need to build, like, I don't need culture anymore. I already have the culture I need. This one, I could build the Palacio del Bellas Artes, but I don't know that I need, I mean, I guess, I might as well. I don't really have much else I need. Like, this is useless. This is useless. Like, that's not terrible, but it's not great. All the modern civics are, like, bad at this point. Yeah, all of these are pretty bad. All of these are pretty bad. I guess it's draft is the best I can do there. Alright, anyway. Well, we'll go... I don't know what tech unlocks Palacio de Bellas Artes. Do I already have that unlocked? Because I've unlocked a lot of stuff already. I can actually get it cheaper by just going here. So we'll just go there. Grab that, and then we'll see. Gives happiness from the artifacts, maybe. Alright. Yep, let's dig this one up. It looks like I've gotten most of these artifacts that I could get. How many do we actually have so far? 7. So we're like halfway there. Crown Land, built the museum. Can you build the unique? Can you build any of that unique thingy? I mean, like, the game's not going to last 19 more turns. Like, that's completely pointless. Sure, have fun with this. I guess it can't build any of the unique ones. You know what? I just don't want you popping back up on the screen. Here, just do that. Get me a little bit more research. Waltons, you're still just next turning. Don't have enough to purchase the city park yet, or the rail station yet. Alright. Wait, why can't I build that unique district or whatever? Yeah, I don't care. Just keep yourself busy with that. No, not Moldthins. Riverview. What, wasn't I supposed to build a unique tile improvement? Am I crazy? Wasn't there a unique tile improvement I was supposed to be able to build? I'm not crazy, right? There was a unique tile improvement I was supposed to be able to build. Well, that doesn't seem to be in existence anymore. Alright, anyway. Well, we got lots of influence to burn. We can do research or culture. We just accepted it, unfortunately. Okay. Well, if anyone asks for deals now, we have influence enough to say yes. We can also stop someone denouncing us at this point, too. Yeah, if I go to an ideology that's not communism, she's going to get angry at me. Oh, what's this? Alrighty. So I'm trying to... I do not want to fight a war right now. Alright, so let's get over here, get to the factory. If that matters at all. Alright, city-state bonus. What do we get to do here? Alright, so this is a new city-state. I still don't even know what type this is. What are our options here? Allows a creation to have a circus fair. Provides 6 happiness. Can only be built once per settlement. Okay. Target city with an ideology. Pillage up to 4 buildings. I don't care about that. Happiness on happiness buildings. Starting influence and sanctions. I don't care about any of that stuff. Oh, here we go. This seems to be way better than everything else, so okay. We'll just take the benefit that's like 100 something. Alright. Here, wait, oh, okay, that's another artifact we just dug up. Okay. So we need someone to go... not do the, like, reveal them on this continent. So this is 4 turns. This is longer. This one is... it's a little bit longer. So we'll go there. Why did I suddenly have a ship of the line? Oh, you know, wait, what just happened? I don't know why that ship of the line popped up. Yeah, we don't need this, but sure, why not? Or 2,500 culture per turn. I have no idea why my ships of the line suddenly woke up. I don't quite get it. Okay. Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong tile. Apparently I need to be on this tile. That did not use up your turn's worth of movement. You still have more time. Alright. Well, apparently there's a spot right there to dig. And then where's the other one? Maybe we'll find out someday. Where's the other one? I love the guessing game. Well, there's one. Oh, they're both here. Okay. Wait, there's actually like a lot of them up there. 5 artifacts of all age. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that when you get to this one, it's just like we're already underway. I guess that once you get to this one, it's just like it opens the floodgates. I suppose. Well, it won't take much longer now. We're already at what? 9 out of 15. So not much longer now. Wait, did you already wait? Why did it go to this guy? Oh, are you kidding me? This little jerk is already digging that up. Okay, well. That's right. They are first come, first serve. So I guess she managed to get to that one. But, like I said, I don't think any of the others can reveal the late era ones yet. I was like, what's going on here? But apparently... Wait, why is it sliding them in Riverview? Oh, well, whatever. Doesn't really matter. It'd be nice if the game let me choose what I wanted, but it doesn't. So I guess I just can't build... what does this one do? On lake tiles, okay. I thought that there was the ability to... Like, what was the deal with that one unique building that I was supposed to be able... Like, unique tile improvement. Why can't I place it on anything? I thought I could put that unique tile improvement down. Oh, well, let's just try building this. Sure, this will be fun. Have fun with that. Amundsen Scott, gonna build a wonder. I think this is slightly better. Alright, so we're just back to Maltons. Alright, again, that's basically how expensive the last wonder we need is. Because it's 3,000 and this is 2,800. So we're like 7 turns away. Which is about how long it's probably going to take to get there. Yeah, wonders are cheaper than regular buildings. This is really dumb. But we should be able to purchase the rail station soon. And then we'll try purchasing the factory, which is also going to be like 3,000. I don't know if we're going to have enough money for that. But we'll try to get a factory in there. Oh, hey, a volcanic explosion. Great. Do we just get anything? Let's see. This would be kind of useful. That's going to be more useful than that. We could use that extra. All right. Yeah, that's fine. So now we need to get to research something else. Oh yeah, and I have that wonder that gives me +1 artifact. Well, someone can start it. I don't think we're going to get it done before the era's over anyway. Let's see. Well, we don't really need communism science. Communism's big thing is science. We don't really need democracy's happiness. You know what? I think this game will be over. Let's just pick this up. Trunk Track's going to hate us, but I think the game's going to be over before she can do anything about it. So. Where did that volcano erupt? Do we have anything to repair? Repair a fishing key. Cool. Good stuff. Benjamin Franklin is apparently getting slightly less unhappy with me. Alright, you can hop right over to here and dig that up. Maltons is still saving up production. Maybe you can build the Palacio del 15 turns. Well, good luck. I don't think the game's going to last that long, but it gives us another specialist, so why not? Yeah, here we go. Have fun with that. Alright. America. Yeah, you're not one of my better cities. Again, whatever happened to that unique tile improvement? I guess I just never got to build it. Alright. Just put them on research so we can knock stuff out faster. Yeah, I mean, like, there's just, like, not much going on in these turns. We're just, like, basically waiting for all this stupid stuff to get dug up. Alright, well, now we get some strong policies here. So we're going to put in the huge bonus to production and the huge bonus to happiness, or gold generation. She is not going to like us, though, because we have now a different ideology than her. But, yeah, let's see. Are there any other useful fascist policies? I want to do my, actually, all these other ones. These other ones just give you extra military production, which is whatever. And that closes off the other one. So now there really is not much else for us to research. I guess we can just try to get the future civics. We can take this draft policy. That extra gold could be useful. I want to do my standard disclaimer here. All of these like Civ games often have this thing. It's like, well, we're going to have different ideologies or different governments in the modern era. And they're like democracy, communism. Oh, we need another one. Fascism. And for whatever reason, they always have fascism as like, this is the government that's like really, really cruel towards its population, but it's like really good at production and it's hyper efficient. And I just want to be like, no, fascist governments in real life were not like vicious, but also efficient. No, they were completely useless. They were bumbling idiocies. Fascism is not like a hyper efficient form of government. Fascism deliberately replaces expertise with like cronies who can suck up to the leader. So it's like, no, this is, I understand why they do this for gameplay terms, but like, no, fascism is not an efficient form of government. And that's why fascist governments have a terrible track record. Like, go ahead and look at the 20th century. How well did fascist governments actually do when it came time to have conflicts? They freaking lost all of them. Because they systematically weed out people who know what they're doing in favor of like suck-ups and cronies. So no, fascism's a terrible form of government. I just want to always make that clear. Because I think it's important to keep that in mind. But for gameplay purposes, I understand why they had to do stuff like that. Alright, anyway, so we got some extra points here. None of this stuff is, again, particularly useful. Because they made all of these like terrible as well. I guess we'll take extra celebration length. Are you kidding me? The capper for the economic tree is now 5 gold per age. It's 15 gold. Are you kidding me? That is an insult. I am insulted that this is now the capper for the tree. 5 gold per age. It used to be 5%. Now it's 5. Are you kidding me? I make 1,500 gold per turn. This is literally insulting. Ridiculous. We'll take the 52 gold. Are you kidding me? What a joke. What an absolute joke. Anyway. None of this stuff is really going to help me at this point. So it's whatever. What a joke. Alright. So we're at the 2/3 mark. So like we're slowly making progress. Anyway, I have enough now to, and we're like counting down on the. By the way, can you imagine though if I didn't know about the shift enter production trick? Can you imagine if after digging up all the artifacts, I then had to sit and hit next turn 25 turns in a row? Like how pathetic would that be? Anyway, we can finally put the rail station down, so let's do that. And it looks like the best place to put it is right here. So we just get a bunch of bonuses. Again, the whole reason why I want to do this, yeah, we only lose happiness, but this city has plenty of happiness anyway. So now, the only reason I do this is I have to do this for the factory. And the factory's going to cost some insane amount too. It's just like, it's so funny that like they talked all this stuff about how like, wait, what? Yes? What? Like what? This is, why would I not want this? Of course I want the artifact. That's, okay. Apparently we're putting them just in cities without me getting any say in where they go, but whatever. So how many do I have? With all these pop-ups, I don't even know how many I have. Alright, apparently I now have 11. Whatever. Alright, well, now our specialists are insanely juiced, now that we went into fascism here. Like, look at our specialist yields. 4, is it 2? Oh, by the way, they actually nerfed this. It used to be 3 hammers. Now they nerfed it down to 2 for fascism, because it was too strong, but now it's still better than all the other options. Yeah, now we just have, like, tons of money and whatnot. So now we're at 11 out of 15. I mean, this looks like the best spot there. I don't really care. Like, it's late enough in the game that the difference of, like, 1 yield is not a big deal. All right. Okay. So apparently I thought that I had to go on a library tile, but apparently I actually have to go... Oh, it's still university? Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. I also got a bunch of tanks. When you research fascism, you get some tanks. Or land ships, as they're called. Okay. Well, that's convenient. You can research this right here. And, all right, yeah. We know we're still next turning. Yeah. We lost our little preview of how many turns it was going to take. Gorman, you just chill. Canfish, same thing. Increase your relate. Sure, why not? Have fun with that. All right. So we're just chilling. Relations are going to start plummeting with her because of the ideology difference, but as I said, I think the game will be over before she can actually do anything about it. It hasn't fallen yet. What do we get? Another unit? Cool. Awesome. Alright, where are the closest ones now? Now we can see where the artifacts are. Okay, there's one way down here. There's a bunch down here in the deep south. I don't have any units. Oh, I actually have one right here. Anything? Oh, there's one right there. Okay, that's not far. You can just hop over there. Yeah, there's more of these. There's more of these because they want you to... Wait, did we just get another artifact there? Are we at 12 now? We're at 12 now. Okay. I actually think we're going to have the 15 artifacts before we have enough production to build the World's Fair or whatever it is. Would it be worth sending initiatives over to her? Maybe. It might be. Let me just see if there's anything I can do. That might help a little bit. And then... Okay. Maybe some of those things will help. After all, we have plenty of influence. What's up? Yeah, I still don't even know what happened. Wasn't I supposed to get the ability to construct a certain great tile improvement? Oh, hey, this person. Oh, okay, that's right. You were coming back here to a tile that no longer exists. Well, I don't think you're going to be able to make it down here in time. We'll just... Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to make it down to any of these spots in time. I guess I know mold fins. That improvement might have been tiled to the city-state that got taken over. That's very possible. All right. Start digging. Every time. See, even though I'm kind of exploiting a bug here, let's be honest. Also, why did they make fascism's color green? I understand why they made communism the red, but fascism being green seems odd. I don't quite get that. Democracy's probably blue, but it still seems odd. Anyway, yeah. Narrative choice. Artifact, another one. Alright, well, there's another artifact right there, if the game lasts long enough. Alright, you dug that one up. Where's the closest artifact? Is there anything close to you? I guess that's the closest. I don't think you're making it there before the game's over, but... Dig. City-state bonus. Alright, so this is the food one? Interesting. Creation of an abattoir. But, why would I want this when I could just take this instead? Plus one food on food resources. That seems pretty good. But, the problem is at this stage of the game, food doesn't really matter. Still, earlier in the game, this might actually be pretty good. So there's now a food city-state, apparently. Food for each expansion city-state suzerain. Okay. Receive a population when you become suzerain of an expansion. I mean, okay, but it's... We'll just take the extra food. Alright, we finally have the science one. Oh, here we go. 5% towards constructing build. Oh, for each site. Again, this used to be for every city-state. Now it's every scientific city-state. Here we go. Towards completing projects. This is useful. Because I think that the World's Fair is a project. So that means we need a science building in here. Oh wait, we didn't research any science buildings yet. Okay, well we can do that next. The tier 1 science building is okay. We can finish this and then we can rush by a science building. That's in case we even need this, which I'm not sure we do. Wait, did we just get another artifact? How many artifacts do we have? Oh, we only need one more. Okay. So it looks like production is going to be the bottleneck here, not the actual artifacts themselves. Wait, what? We got an artifact for that too? Okay. Well, here we go. World's Fair. Okay. Okay, that happened faster than I thought, but sure, why not? Okay. Well, that was fast. Now we just have to finish. You get an artifact. Oh! Remember, you get an artifact for researching artifacts thanks to that tech. Okay. Okay. That was like one of the most confusingly worded things. I see. So I get an artifact when I reveal where the artifacts are located. Gotcha. That's not confusing at all. Anyway. Yeah. Okay, icebox. I mean, I guess we might as well keep digging these up at this point. Not that it really matters. That's fine. All right. Well, at least now I don't have to keep doing the shift-enter production trick all the time. All right. All these have exactly the same yield, so any building's as good as any other. Okay. I was not expecting that, but sure, why not? All right. So, I mean, it said 6 turns, but apparently it's 5 turns. I guess we got some extra production there. Apparently... It says we only have like half the production done, but I feel like we have like more than half the production done. Anyway. Wait, what? Wait, what? What? Wait, what? What? Okay. I guess the game's over. What? I guess we had enough production saved up. So you know what this tells us? The interface was a complete joke. An absolute joke. The interface had no idea. We apparently did have 3,000 production saved up, but the interface just told us we didn't. 6 turns equals 5 turns equals 1 turn. I mean, okay. I mean, we wrapped the game up. Was that satisfying in any way? We literally just ran explorers around the map and just cash rush stuff. Well, like, we couldn't build anything. I built 1 building in every city because it was going to take 20 turns for everything. I mean, what a ridiculous way for the game to end. Like, seriously. What an absurd, idiotic way for the game to end. I mean, we did get up to 3... Look at this. We had 3,000 culture per turn at the end. Pre-patch in the previous era, I was actually making, I think, 3,800 culture per turn at the end of the exploration age before they nerfed the Living Daylights. If they hadn't nerfed the city-states into the ground, I would have been probably at like 5,000 culture per turn at the end there. But like, the game's over in 20 turns. It's so remarkable to me that the designers were like, we have to create legacy scoring. We have to create Civ swapping. We have to do era resets. But don't worry, it's so that the late game will be more fun in this game than every other Civ. Because the problem with every previous Civ game is the late game was really boring. But we're going to fix it in this game. And it's like, what have they done? It's worse than ever. Like, it's actually worse than in any other Civ game. It's just remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. Game's over, yeah. Game's over at 20%. But, like, I could have also won a military victory. It's like, let's say if instead of going for culture, I had just taken all the money I had and all the units I had and just, like, started clobbering the AI, I could have won by, like, turn 25 then anyway. I just would have gone for ideology right out of the bat, grabbed, like, the tier 2 military units, and then all I have to do is take 10 settlements. It doesn't matter if they're a capital city. I could just, like, here's on the minimap, I could just run around and grab all these little isolated towns on the island chains. I just have to get 10 of them, and then the game's over. Like, that's an equally idiotic game condition, too. Oh, boy. Well, at least now we're going to get to see, like, a replay, right? It's like, no, we are not. Because this game doesn't have replays. It doesn't have any stats. This is it. This is literally it. We get nothing else. This is the only thing we get. So here you go. Here's your progress on every victory condition. Look at that. 1 artifact, nothing else. What a joke. 0 progress towards any other victory condition. Anyway, if you're curious about the legacy scoring, yeah, I kind of outpaced them by a good margin in that too. Well, That's it. Again, there's no replay. I don't even know what these are. Exploration, cultural, like what is this? I guess this is something you can take when the modern era starts. I mean, oh, also, once you look at the Legends report, when I click go to Legends report, there's no option to go back and play one more turn either. What a joke. My God. Okay, I really don't think I'm going to play too much more of this game. Yeah, as King Sisyphus said in the chat, I really hate the fact that there's no replay at the end of the game. That mattered. That was cool. It was fun having that. Like, you could go back and see, like, the original Civilization. I've been playing since the first Civ. Now, I didn't play the DOS version of Civ 1. I played the Windows version. I was a little too young to play the DOS version, but I did play the Windows version. I played it on Windows 95. I played it in like 95 or 96. Civ 2 was out then, but I was like too young to play Civ 2, but I did play the original. Civ 1 did have a replay. Like, it would, at the end of the game, it would go through. It was a low budget screen, but like it would go through and it would replay where all your cities were, where they got conquered, where the borders were, blah, blah, blah. And like, it sucks that the game doesn't have that. Like, that's a huge feature that's missing. And like, these patch changes just go so far in the wrong direction. Okay, it's nice that there's now actually an improvement to the map generation. Hold on. Where's the map generation? I love that we still have to go down to advanced options here for the maps. Like, it's nice to have some additional options here. Where's map? Probably already went past it. Wow, where's the freaking map choice here? Here, wait, no. Here we go. Okay. They added 2 new map types, Pangea and Islands and Continents and Islands, that finally do not have vertical lines of islands going down the map. They actually now finally look like legit map scripts. So now we finally have 2 map scripts that are not awful 8 months after release. So it's like, okay, yes, I'm glad that we now have 2 map scripts that aren't terrible. But in every other respect, this patch just goes backwards in so many ways. I like nerfing all the city-state benefits, nerfing all the percentage-based benefits. Okay, I understand players were using them to run away with the game, but like, they did it in such a lame way. And the fact that now the buildings get more expensive with every city and with every building is just a joke. I mean, you saw what happened there. I played a really strong game. I expanded all over the map. I outpaced the AIs. What's my reward? Oh, the tier 1 museum now costs, what is it, 1,500 production in your cities? Like, what the WTF? Like, that sucks. So for playing the game well, I just get reamed. Like, I can't even I can't even have buildings anymore. The game's like, no, you get 3 cities, maybe 4. That's it. You don't get any more, or else everything becomes hopelessly expensive. Like, what the heck? Like, why would I even want to play this game? I mean, I think I'm just done. Like, they made the game completely unfun to play. I guess it's fun for those people who liked Civ 5, where they would just build 3 cities and sit there on their stupid 3 cities the whole game. But that is not how I play Civ. I mean, it's a game of expansion. It's literally an empire building game. Stop penalizing people for building an empire in your freaking empire building game. Like, my God, what are we doing here? Jesus. Anyway, so I'm glad I finished this game. I'm actually kind of glad I got a taste of this new patch, because it means I'm not going to waste my time with this game. It's like, fix your darn game. If you're not going to fix it, if you're going to move in the wrong direction, I'm just done. I'll come back when Civ 8 comes out. Seriously. Honestly, I don't want to make things sound bad. Game design is hard. Like, it's a hard thing to do. I've been in a lot of game tests over the years. I've seen kind of behind the curtain what goes into it. It's hard work. It is not easy. That said, yes, I could have done a better job than Civ 7. This game was very poorly designed. Yes, I could have done a better job. Absolutely. There's no reason the game had to be this bad. As I said, they completely misunderstood the genre, and they completely misunderstood why people play Civ games. Yes, I could have done a better job. Can you get Civ 1 to work on modern PCs? Yes, you can play it on Good Old Games, GOG.com. There's a version you can play. You can probably get it for like $5, and it does work. Alright, well, my goal was to finish this game, and we finished the game. Yeah, it runs on DOSBox, I think. Although I'm not, I think it runs on DOSBox. Anyway, so we're not going to be seeing Civ 7 for quite a while. If they make changes to the game to make it more fun, then maybe we come back. But if not, I mean, there's a reason why you never see me stream Civ 5. I literally never streamed Civ 5 ever, I think. And there's a reason for that. I don't like Civ 5. I know a lot of people do. I do not like the game at all. So you're not going to see me stream this one. Just we might do some Civ 6 actually if I get bored of like Civ 4. Maybe we'll do some Civ 6 at some point. Even though Civ 6 is a lot of feature bloat as well, but I like it more than this game. I'll say that. Alrighty. Well, I hope you guys are having a good Monday. I'll be back at the end of this week. I think I will be streaming on Friday. Until then, hope you guys have a great week. Take care, folks. Bye.